Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to Off-Road Outlaws. Now, this is the third of the new trucks and it's a very weird looking 6x6 and I've heard some rumors that it floats, but I don't know if these rumors are true or not. And I'm also not sure where you would go to test that. But anyways, it's a very interesting vehicle and I'm really curious to sort of get my hands on it and see what you can do once it's fully built. So, as we normally do, we're going to go through and max it out, just make sure everything is done and taken care of. Grip, power, all that stuff. Weight, just make sure it's all taken care of. Durability all the way up. E-brake, all that good stuff. And I think I'm going to throw a maxed out supercharger on it as well, just because we've done turbos on the last couple of builds, and I don't really want to keep throwing turbos on everything. Now, as far as the suspension types, you can only have a normal solid axle, and it's the Shaman front suspension. So it is okay. I didn't want to say that it was. I didn't want to say that I thought it was the Shaman because I didn't want to. I didn't want to make a mistake, but that proves that it is because I've seen pictures of these things before, and they're very weird. It's like basically just this big like Russian off-road vehicle thing that can presumably go wherever you want it to go, and there's really nothing that can stand in its way. But let's see if we go max radius on the front and the back, and then max width on the front and the back. Boom. And boom, because if you look up pictures of these things, you basically see them with these huge tires that are, they look more like a beach ball than anything else, and they're pretty much I almost want to say they make the vehicle more able to kind of float over soft terrain instead of dig into it like a normal mud tire would. And so I think that's what the goal is with a setup like this. Now, when you're building something like this, it's not really your typical Off-Road Outlaws build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bump the front travel up so it's not sitting on the front fenders. I kind of, don't like that. That's not really the goal for me. So, wonder if I just bump it up all the way. Boom. Is that level? Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much level. We can also give it rear steering, which normally you wouldn't really have access to in one of these. But, wait. Let's see. Spring brackets. Spring over. Can we do spring over in the front as well? Yes. Okay, good. That makes it look, for one, that makes it look a lot better. And it also makes it look a lot less, it makes it look a lot less, like, awkward. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Are those, like, oh, I see. There's just kind of like a different mount setup. Doesn't want to stay down now. Why? Oh, my God, why you do this? Nobody's going to see those front shocks anyway. So I think I'm just going to take the rear ones and make them a good bit bigger. And then the travel's already done. The stiffness, I don't want to make it too soft because then it'll just want to roll over everywhere. And when I say roll over, I mean roll over on the suspension, effectively like do this around every single corner. So I'm thinking damping we'll leave alone, leave spring mount height. I'm not really too concerned about that. But I do want to see, oh wait. That's not where you go to customize the wheels and tires. Also, since everything's maxed out, I'm going to go ahead and get our... No, I don't need that. I have a bunch of runs. All right. Let's see what it makes for power. It's not making any noise. That's weird. Like, it's straight up not making any noise at all. I feel like it should be. And I feel like that's a problem. For some reason, it's not making any noise. Although, the suspension seems to do a good job of absorbing bumps. I just don't know why it's not making any noise. It should be making some noise. But we'll worry about that later. I'm actually going to reduce the travel in the front a little bit because it's maxed out in the rear. and I'd rather it sit level. And the front is still kind of, yeah, the front's still kind of not level with the back. That's better. So now I'm going to go and probably, well, hopefully, first of all, be able to change the wheels up. Is there that much that you can even do for a cage? Uh-oh. I can't see crap. Oh, this is basically like a roof rack. Okay. Horn, windshield protection, jack, winch. I want the winch. Yeah, I want the winch. Front lighting. That works. And headlights, repair pack, cage. Okay, yeah. Don't need to worry about anything else. Wheels themselves. Do that. I actually kind of like those. I think they sort of fit the idea we're trying to go for here. And they just fit the personality of the truck. Spoke color can be black. And because I don't really need to, I don't feel like you really need to accent the wheel color at all. And let's see, we'll go ahead and apply those mods so they're done. And it's starting to look pretty good. It's actually genuinely starting to look pretty good now. So I think, oh wait, okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute, why did we click on drone and not tuning or whatever? Okay, so I think we're probably about ready to go. And I'm a little worried about it not making any noise because I feel like, well, number one, I feel like it should be. And two, if it doesn't make any noise at all when we get into a game. Oh, no, it is. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't making any noise earlier. Now, I'm going to recommend zooming out a little bit when you have it. It just wheelies off the line. What the heck? I've created a monster. I have unknowingly or unintentionally created a wheelie truck. I love how it's got, like, effectively 6-wheel steering, though. But let's watch that again, shall we? Even downhill, it'll do it downhill. So it's not that it's facing uphill. It's just that it's literally in the suspension. Now, you can make it front-wheel drive if you want. All-wheel drive, it won't wheelie, but in rear drive mode, it will wheelie. Now, 4-wheel drive, everything locked, I feel like it'll just about go anywhere. You've got a lot of instant torque from that supercharger, and if you wanted it to be a good crawler, you would really have to change up the suspension setup, because as it is right now, it's not a good crawler, just because it flips over backwards so easily. But it does do cool wheelies, and I think that's a little bit, like, not necessarily better, but it's fun. I also have a hunch that it'll do really good in snow, but I haven't really made any efforts to find out, and I think I should. I think I should, and I think I'm going to. Nope. Bruh. It's actually, the suspension is really compliant, even though we haven't really, like, messed with the stiffness of it all that much. I mean, I just kind of left it because I was like, I don't really want to mess it up, you know, thinking that it was going to be stiffer than this, and it's actually not even all that stiff. It's pretty soft for a suspension setup. Easy does it. Now, it is big. It's very wide, and that's another reason why I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as a crawler, because it's big, it's heavy, it's wide, and it's not really the best for going down tight trails or navigating, you know, tight rocky areas or anything like that. But for this kind of stuff, like, if you want it to just climb crap, like, number one, it can, and number two, if you want something that does really easy wheelies, this might be your go-to, although the suspension might need to be a little stiffer. Stop! With the 4-wheel steering and the insanely wide tires and the 6-wheel drive, it's very good about flipping itself back over after you flip it. So it's like, it doesn't really matter if you drive like an idiot. You can. It's like you can drive it like an idiot, and it doesn't really matter all that much because you'll be able to get it back onto its wheels pretty dang easily. See, it just ends up back on the wheels. If I can, oh. I think that's about had it. So if it digs in, you're okay, but if it won't dig in, you're kind of screwed. Keep in mind, we've still got it in high. I have not had to put it in low yet. Uh-oh. Stop it! The brakes don't work when you're on your roof. Let's see how it is in low range. Now, the turning circle, despite the fact that it does have, like, 4-wheel steering, or, well, rather, 6-wheel steering, is... The turning circle is not that great. I'm going to go ahead and admit that straight up to you guys. The turning circle is not that great. Now, in low, you don't really have a problem flipping over backwards, which is nice because you don't have, like, this anxiety about flipping it over all the time, except for when you do that, and you do flip it over. Probably the easiest vehicle ever to flip over in this game. It's fun, though. It's not that it's... That's the weird thing. It's not that it isn't fun, and it's not that it isn't effective. If you just wanted to make it a lot less flippy, I would just say put a different tune on it, and there it goes. Yikes. Yeah, big yikes. What about backing it up? That actually works so much better. Oh my god, that works so well. That works so well. Just stop. Just stop. Nope. Stop, 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 stop. Where are you going? Nope. Apparently keeping it up there is, I guess because it's so wide, is a task in and of itself just because of how big, wide, and top-heavy it is. It's so top-heavy, by the way. This is like trying to crab walk its way up the hill. Come on, you can do it! I'm not lifting. Yes! I refuse to give up on that one. It works, though. It genuinely works. Oh my god, where are we on the map? Because there's other areas I definitely want to look at. I wish we could, like, fast travel to these different areas. That would be kind of nice. Let's see. I just kind of want to go... I want to go to the ring road because I feel like there's... Oh, it would be easier to get to maybe a river from the ring road. Flip me. Oh, God. Or not. Oh, it's buried right there. Ah, here we go. Beautiful. Wow, it's amazing in water. Does the water ever get deeper, or... Uh-oh. Water damage. Okay, by the way, I do want to look at that. Uh-oh. It's completely and totally damaged out, but will it sink if it's upright? Right now, we don't have to worry about that because the tires are on the ground. So, I mean, yes, the water fording capability is great and all, but... hasn't really been in a... Yes, I know, water damage. It hasn't really been in a scenario yet where the... Like... where that has come into play. Like, the question of whether or not it does actually float. We have damaged it out quite a bit, though. Oh, does this just stop here? Bruh. Oh, we're way up there. Oh, yikes. Okay, hang on. So I think what I want to do now is I want to get over here, but I have a feeling that we may have made it so incredibly large that like it's not really, nothing's really gonna phase it. Uh-oh. That's annoying. See what I mean, though? It just goes along, and it's... The only reason for that is because the tires are touching the ground, not because we're floating. We are going the right way, though. It's like it has to get wound up first. It's like, come on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's so damaged out. It's so bad. Got it. Not really looking for it, but got it. Thanks. They don't show you a clue on the map, do they? No, I'm not. I'm not going to bother to look for it, I don't think. Oh, wait. They've got a little, like, arrow down there. I'm still not going to bother to look for it because I have an objective, or at least an objective I've set for myself. That objective can wait until later. It is good at just going through the terrain, though. How is it through this notch? Oh, wow. It doesn't even phase it at all. It's got so much traction. God, when the suspension gets bound up, though, it's kind of weird. It's kind of sketchy. Yes, there's some water. And there actually could be... Oh, there's mud down there, too. That's another thing I wanted to test this thing in was mud. And properly deep mud, too. I don't know if it's properly deep or not, but if you could... Oh, my God, really? Can confirm it does not float. Can confirm it does not float. Let's see. Oh, God. Hold on. In order to really properly test the mudding capability, we need to... Whoa! Whoa! I love how it's like, it's telling us we're getting water damage. I'm like, I don't care. We're already damaged out anyway. Like, really? Alright, let's see how you do in the mud. I just want to get a look at it real quick. Where's my drone? There's my drone. That actually looks really cool. Not gonna lie, that actually looks really, really cool. I dig it. I really dig it. It's like... It's not something that you would see, like, every day, but, man, if it isn't, like, just something really cool to see once in a while, like, wow. I love the fact that we're getting all these crazy, weird vehicles in Off-Road Outlaws now, and just the fact that this is one of them, I think kind of, you know, puts it into a new realm of, like, weird vehicles, because they aren't afraid to add crazy vehicles into their game, and I think, like, you know, some of them might leave people scratching their heads as to why they're here, but like this one, for example, there were some people that were like, what is that and why do we have it? But honestly, oh God, flew our drone literally into the mud. But honestly, like, to be fair, I'm kind of glad it's here. And I think that it suits the environment of the game really well. But if you guys enjoyed this full build and test of the Shaman 6x6, make sure you click that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time.